Okay, so good afternoon once again for the final edition for our Eye on the Community. This is where we've been for the past 12 weeks or so. Just making our observations both locally and internationally. We did pull from some international stories to tell you about innovations and community-based innovations going on across the world. We talked about the community fridges, where miraculously, I guess some of us would say, we had people who had organized fridges within the community, public fridges, accessible to all and for all, where they store food, and you go, you drop your food, your contribution, you take what you want, and it just calls for, community spirit. Common sense, a little common sense, a little taking the time to do things right, because the whole community is living from it. We spoke about things like community gardens. We spoke about innovations in the Asian territories, about color coding their walk spaces, so that if you are not a fast walker, you can stick in your lane. And I'm just saying, we've gone over so many different ways for us to live together in our various communities.
You also talk about the sheep playing the lawnmower part.
That's right.
Instead of investing in gas and lawnmower noise.
We did. We spoke about that.
Just get a few,
that was our second week, I think.
Yes, a young sheep and let them mow along the.
Yeah.
No.
This lady in the neighborhood that we saw, yes, she has a small yard. It's a lady who speaks with me from the house, and her lawn is always nicely manicured, and she just let go of the neighbor's sheep. I'm assuming it was the neighbor's sheep, some little ones, to go and do the cleaning up, and that was cool. Thank you very much for reminding me of that. Is there anything else I forgot? We got a shout out to Michael, who was one of our first people who was here.
Shaking shit.
Yeah, chicken shit.
Michael, yeah, he that grow the trees there. Grow the trees.
Correct. He provided some of the foundation for us to have what we have here at FITWAB, the fruit trees. I don't want to belong to recall,
Nah, I belong. I too plant. I belong. You just give me jobby.
All right, eh? We don't say jobby here. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Yeah. So
instead of dumping it, you
use it
on somebody else's land. You talk about that as well.
Yes,
you
we
dump
spoke about
stuff
that.
on people's land because you figure the land where the people don't look after it. So you just
you just add to the problem because you're a dummy. Yeah, we spoke about that as well.
I'm making up the fact that you playing you smart, saying that you land filling.
You're filling somebody
with
else's
a
land.
sofa. Well, that's a bill in the hill.
A
you
sofa and a mattress.
Yeah.
But so these are the kinds of things that we dealt with on Eye on the Community. We also dealt with this this one that we've been going over weekly. We spoke about little Noi. Oh boy, Noi Jemmot, a student at the BCC. You've heard me try to run my tongue over this diagnosis, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And imagine being 17 years old, getting ready with plans for your 18th birthday, and you know what you're doing for summer and all this kind of thing with your friends, and then you just find yourself in Colombia undergoing chemotherapy, and having to be very careful how you treat yourself. So we're asking you guys, while we are on our break, to keep this little girl's name alive. Remember the Jemmot and the Allman families. Remember Noi is there fighting. While we're taking a break, we will certainly be monitoring the situation. We had mentioned last week about FET 120. These guys who came on board and decided that they were going to dedicate one of their FETs to, giving Noi another chance at survival, putting their efforts to that. So I'll tell you what, I saw in an update this week that they had raised just over $5,000. And when they did that, corporate sponsors stepped on board and decided it looks like they were able to almost triple their contribution. So nothing is too little, guys. So congratulations again to FET 120 for dealing with that, for stepping on board with that one. Every little thing counts. And congratulations to Bajans, man. Real thing. Y'all doing the dog out there. Nobody don't talk about all the positive that the communities are doing you know, for each other.
It's so funny that you gotta pay so much to get fixed in a world that say they care. I mean, the same people that making the medication and running the hospitals and thing in Colombia's and but why do you have to pay so much when them is who doing the production of the medication and on the buildings and on the whatever?
These are the questions we ask here on the Chill Radio Show.
I don't ask them no more. I just said they won't be dead. So NoiJoy, hold on.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Show them how strong of a human you are.
Yep. You got people. Use a Bajan.
Yeah.
Straight. So shout outs to Mom Kathy Ann, shout outs to Dad Jansen, and to all the family members and the friends of friends of friends of friends who contacted us here on the Chill. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, that's been our Eye on the Community. I'm sure I've left something out because I have not scripted anything today. I said I was drinking wine and being happy, and I was not scripting anything this weekend. Have I covered everything?
That's why I come and sit on that, you know, because if you keep the eye on community, you gotta keep an eye on hurry. And right now, we're ready. You there, so drinking, and so before you tilt over or you know what I mean, that's why I can put a chair with that. You, that's my eye on the community.
Thank you so much, guys. Once again, our final edition. For the next few weeks, we will be keeping you posted, though. Not to worry. We will have so much stuff for you guys in between the break as well. I promise you, we will keep in contact. Y'all ain't get rid of me yet. But again, on this whole NoiJoy Fundraiser, remember to check them out on the socials. And we will, of course, keep our information below on how you can assist these guys in getting this little girl back home. That's been your Eye on the Community. Episode 13. As promised, when I can't say that I ain't do it.